So that's not James Franco. That's like a lookalike.
Yeah, they went to Franco Academy, and it's an entire institution dedicated to finding children who look like James Franco. Everyone thinks Dave Franco's a brother. Just an early test subject.
Yeah, I got to the second round, but I
Mm.
wasn't good enough to make it to the finals.
No. How did it go with the Andrew Garfield Academy?
Should
be writing it
They
by
actually
now.
contacted me,
Wow.
but I was like, I got stuff to do.
You must be heartbroken.
Not really.
All right, welcome back to another fantastic Trailing Off. I'm Chad.
I'm Asher.
And today we're discussing the trailer for The Umbrella Academy, due out on Netflix February 15th.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
It's basically like
Netflix.
indie X-Men.
Yeah, pretty much. It's written by Gerard Way, who most people know as the singer from My Chemical Romance, but since 2006, 2007, he's been a writer of comics. This is one of his first big series. He also wrote Doom Patrol, which makes sense because this is heavily influenced by Doom Patrol.
What's Doom Patrol?
Doom Patrol is proto X-Men. So basically 6 months in 1963, 6 months before X-Men came out, Marvel, there was a comic called Doom Patrol, and basically what it is it's a group of ragtag misfits the society rejects because of who they are, and they have to fight crime and save the world.
Oh.
But they're not mutants.
They're just humans.
And they're not teenagers. Well, one's a robot.
Oh.
Called Robot Man. And actually, surprisingly, around the same time that this comes out, DC Universe, the DC streaming service, has a Doom Patrol TV show coming out.
Wow.
So this is, and so Gerard Way is heavily influenced by Grant Morrison, who had a really kick-ass run on Doom Patrol in the 90s. And then, like, they're friends. I've seen them do panels together. This is his baby. This is his brainchild. He wrote it for Dark Horse Comics. More of the art is mostly kind of looks gothic-y to me in the comic, and this is like we've talked before how this kind of has like a kind of a quirky pastel Wes Anderson vibe.
Yeah, it's got that
filmmaking
quirkiness,
look.
that indie.
Yeah,
that, like,
we full disclosure, this is the second time we've done this, but it was a different one. And so we kind of wanted to take another shot at it. It was a lot of bad umbrella puns.
Apparently, that was all it was.
Yeah, no, it was
Just
okay. It was like 10 seconds, but like it was so bad that it felt like the whole 10 minutes.
It weighed down the whole
whole trailing off. And so we were just like baffled by like how many things are similar to the X-Men, but at the same time, and we say X-Men not because it's the first, because it's the like most well-known archetype of this type of storytelling. These
crazy
characters.
old man gets
Crazy
together,
old man
special
with
kids.
yeah.
To
Well, the thing about Doom Patrol is they're not kids.
Oh,
X-Men's the kids and Umbrella Academy the kids. The premise is, which we're burying it, is on a date in 1989, 40-some-odd women gave birth all the same day. None of them were pregnant the day before. This crazy eccentric old man, sometime in the 90s, adopted 6 of them because they have special abilities, psychic powers, and whatever. And then it fast forwards to modern times. They're at this crazy eccentric old man's mansion, because it's always some mansion or some big building somewhere. And they're all standing around. They're all adults except for one. And there is a butler chimpanzee ape. I think it's a chimp.
Yeah, it's a chimp.
It's a chimp. And they are letting out his ashes.
Yep, and
and he's dead.
And the chimp butler says, "Does anyone have any words they want to say?"
Which I cannot wait to see Chimp Butler.
Yeah,
it looks cool. And if that's the one thing Gerard Way came up with, as far as I'm concerned, that's a fantastic writing career.
Yeah,
I want to see this, because in the original trailer, it looked like blue.
Yeah,
and like cool pastel colors. The scene, it was in the rain, so we're not really sure. And so they find out they have to start saving the world again.
Well, they don't really. It looks like they're all just kind of like
bumming around.
Yeah, bumming around, not washed up, but never really found their way. And they're all kind of. It looks like some of them have like drinking problems. They're always just kind of like doing ridiculous things.
Yeah, they're pretty odd.
And then one of them, the kid, who's like, "Hey, I jumped."
He jumped ahead in time.
He jumped to the future.
How awful the future was, and then came back to this time. Hasn't aged.
It was like it looked like a nuke had gone off in New York. That's basically what he was implying.
Looked bad.
There's some kind
He's
of
like, I went to the future, and you know what I found?
Nothing.
It's like, ooh,
and they're like, when does it happen? And he goes, 8 days.
8 days.
And that's when the movie starts. They're like, okay, so we have to apparently this ragtag group of washed up, quirky X-Men.
And meanwhile, there's like all these crazy other things going on in this world. Either it's going to lead to the apocalypse, or it's just random solving crime, fighting bank robbers, eccentric people, murderers, and whatever.
What's the name of the actress who's kind of the lead in this?
Ellen Page.
Yeah, this is
she was an X-Men
for her. Yeah,
as well. So it's interesting that she would do 2 similar things. I can only assume that her character from each entity was totally different.
Ellen Page was an X-Men?
She played Kitty Pryde in
Days of Future Past or
No,
something?
yes, but before that, she was in Last Stand.
Okay, I don't think was that the third one.
Yes, the third one.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's
and
all
then
coming back.
Days
to
of
me.
Future Past cancels out a lot of it, and
I didn't see Days
she's
of
the
Future
one with the
Past.
psychic power that sends Logan's consciousness back in time. A lot of time travel elements and ensemble things you do here, Ellen Page. And that wasn't the way it was in the comic. I don't think it was someone else.
Yeah.
No.
But she's in this. This whole cast of characters.
Yeah, I wish I knew who more the actors were.
Yeah.
You know what's up? I'm confusing them with the DC Doom Patrol show, and I'm like, oh, Timothy Dalton's in. Oh wait, no, that's Steve. He plays the crazy eccentric billionaire guy in Doom Patrol. I'm getting my ensemble comic shows confused.
There's a lot of ensembles right now. Right?
Yeah.
It's taking a lot of work. You know,
It's a lot of
people
work.
who used to do that. Well, yeah, there weren't podcasts back in the day, but people who used to do critiques of like film and stuff, they used to worry about like 4 movies coming out a year. Now it is like it is an ungodly amount of
They
content.
put all their effort into 4 things a year.
And
It's like married people's sex life.
yep.
So,
But
like now there's so many things. There's more reviewers, so I guess it evens out. But not all of it's good. But what do you think, dear listener? You gonna check out Umbrella Academy? I'm actually more interested this time around than I was the first time around.
yeah, it's actually think it's
I think it's gonna be more interesting and just a lot more fun, and I could just kick back with like a cool, quirky superhero thing that I haven't done yet. You ever been in a superhero mood and you go through your Netflix queue and you're like, I've seen all this.
yeah.
I've seen all the good stuff.
It's like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I've not
Yeah.
seen all of it, but like I've seen all the things I want to see and things I
Mhm.
haven't seen. I'm not really
Yeah.
like Thor
It's
2.
tough.
you
It's
know,
tough
you're
to
like,
get through
"Oh, am I gonna-"
Punisher Warzone. Some people like it. It's a little hard to get through that odd movie. But I think with this, we go like, hey, we got new stuff.
Is that the one with John Travolta?
No, that's the first Punisher movie.
Gotcha.
This is the one with doesn't matter.
Does not matter, dear listener.
What
But
do you think, though? You gonna check out Umbrella Academy? Are there too many of these X-Men type shows? There's not an X-Men show anymore, from what I understand. So it only leaves 2 left. Does it jive with you? Are you bummed that it's not too much like the comic? I don't know. Let us know. Likes, subscribes, comments. Check us out on the YouTube. We're starting to build up that channel. We're doing some really exciting things in the next month. I think you guys are going to dig it. Always on the iTunes and Google Play. But for Trailing Off, presented by Movie Night Autopsy, I'm Chad.
I'm Asher.
Thank you for listening.
So it keeps like throwing me off because like Umbrella Academy, I'm always thinking the evil corporation in Resident Evil is Umbrella.
Uh-huh.
So it's like I keep thinking there's gonna be zombies somewhere, like in this
Never
movie.
know.
You know,
Never know.
that'd be cool. You know,
Would it?
I mean, probably not, but
Uh,
depends on how well the movie handles.
you know what?
itself.
Let's get this season done of Umbrella Academy and see if we need to start adding zombies on it.
Wait, is it a show or is it a movie?
It's a show.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
Looked like a movie.
No, it's just maybe it looks good.
Are we sure on this? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure. On this.
I'm sure the comments will blow us up with sweet justice if we're wrong on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We all know how the internet is fair.
Yeah. They totally let us slide on, little things we're wrong about.
What's up, crew? If you got any idea of what you would like for us to talk about on The Minute or on Movie Night Autopsy podcast, hit us up on the social medias. You can hit us up on Twitter at movie_autopsy. Check us out on Facebook at Movie Night Autopsy. Always feel free to email us, contact@movienightautopsy.com.